listening to the Next Level Podcast, episode 73. I'm Emin Basavan. With me is the patriotic RXZ. RXZ. There he is. And we have a man that only knows how to party. Maher Oppo.
Hiya.
Hey, man.
What's up?
John is out
Yep,
because he's doing party stuff.
he is. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday to John.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
happy
John.
birthday, John, from the next level.
Yeah. And we also have Josh in the booth doing booth things because this is another video podcast.
Thanks, Josh.
in which you can find at thenextlevel.com. Yeah.
Correct.
But here we are.
Yes,
Show must go on.
it must.
Fat lady must sing.
And she will.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, guys?
It's going well, dude. Honestly, I haven't been playing too much this last couple of weeks. Same stuff as like we mentioned last epi, basically like Diablo 3, Necromancer, and Banished. I've been sticking with that.
Yeah.
Actually,
You've been playing a lot of Banished?
It's so relaxing.
I've heard David has picked it up. I was talking
Correct.
to him very briefly, and he seems super into that, man.
Yeah,
He likes it a lot.
Yeah, he actually watched our last epi, and he said he was sold on the way we talked about the game.
No
he was
shit.
actually looking for something similar to that. Yeah, so he ended up getting it, and he was telling me about it. He loved it. He loves it.
It doesn't seem like that doesn't seem like his type of game, if you ask me. Like he seems like a lot more of a chill out. You did call the game cozy, but I don't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that seems
Okay.
stressful as fuck.
The first time is stressful. The first time can be stressful because you don't know what you're doing.
Right? City builder, right?
It's a village builder, essentially. Like City Skylines is a city builder.
okay.
But this is more like a village builder. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has its
Right.
limits. Like it caps off pretty early. You get to a certain point where there aren't really too many new buildings to make anymore or to build. It doesn't go into like the next age. You know, it's not like Age of Empires or anything.
Dude, I mean, kind of random, but I just said city builder. I was thinking of Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Oh man.
which was like basically the first builder game I ever played.
yeah.
True.
And I was wondering, do you guys know what the latest roller coaster have they made a
Yeah,
roller coaster?
no, totally.
I know they
man.
made like an island tycoon, like a that
think
tycoon.
Ark, didn't you pick up that game? It's
Planet
called,
Coaster?
Planet Coaster, yeah.
So
How was
that's
that?
by the same people who
Yeah.
made Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, no, wait,
it's
that's-
not from the same.
no,
It's
not
not?
correct. No.
Okay.
I bet it might have like one or two of the developers, like old developers, have gone over, but it's a different company. It's
Okay.
a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Honestly, if you love Roller Coaster Tycoon games and you're aching for one right now and like you haven't played in a really long time and you want one
Yeah.
right now.
There's
Dude,
not too many
yeah.
tycoon games happening, man. They
Dude.
used to be super popular. Like I remember the Sim Hospital and
Sure.
like all those games.
Sure.
Do you guys know what is an incredible city builder? The really old game. I recently got back into it just a little bit. Zeus, Master of
Oh
Olympus.
man.
Do you guys know that fucking game?
I played a lot of that game because of your brother.
Yeah, dude. Sean would play it too. My brother loved it. I bought it for $2 on GOG Galaxy like a couple of weeks ago. I thought,
Lol.
holy shit, this is gonna be a nostalgia fest. And I actually played a bunch of it. Like I was in the sandbox mode and I was just seeing what's going on. Man, I mean, if it's been a while, and for those who don't know about this game, a lot of people call it like the original, like the one of the best old city builders that was produced, and for good reason, because there is so much depth to that game. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, man. On GOG Galaxy, actually, it's funny because when I went to bestsellers on GOG Galaxy, I saw a couple of games I used to play that are also city builders. Like, do you know Cleopatra Pharaoh?
So okay,
Or
I
like
think
That's the same company.
It's the same company. It's
or
the
like
same
Caesar
dudes.
3.
yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
of those beautiful fucking city
There was
builder
I don't know
games.
about
Olympus
Season 3.
also. I remember playing a lot of Olympus and Zeus. And
Yeah.
It's like it's like that kind of game.
Similar.
So
yeah,
Zeus is
for
sold.
Sure.
It was a package. It was Zeus and Poseidon. Poseidon was
Okay.
its
Oh
own
yeah,
game.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I didn't play Poseidon. I played Zeus. But holy shit, man! I was building my
Yeah.
city. Like I was building a market. People were going like it was just the style of it reminded me of Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, okay.
Because like you build a house and then from like outside the screen, people just move into the house,
Interesting.
and then you need the people to start the businesses. So
Right.
like
Oh, okay, it's like
you-
roller coaster.
you need to
Tycoon,
do things
like
in a
shit.
certain order, and
Yeah.
then like it creates like this self-sustaining society.
Yeah.
You know, and
Okay.
it's really cool because of the aspect of like the gods and the goddesses. You build like Artemis randomly pops up into your town and starts walking around
shit.
and like helps your hunters hunt.
Yeah.
And she
Oh.
says, "Worship me." And then like if you build like a temple of Artemis, like the benefits like get better and better.
Yeah.
Like it's a true sandbox. Like,
and then
it's
I
just
remember
really cool.
there's like combat and stuff in the game too, but like it's not really RTS. Like if combat is
Yeah.
happening, it's like, okay, like this is happening. Do you want to send some soldiers there?
Interesting. Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, I'll send like 50 soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like after some time passes, they come back and it's like,
Right.
sorry, all you guys got decimated.
You lost the
remember
battle. Sure. Yeah, I'm thinking Cleopatra and Pharaoh. That came as a bundle with Caesar 3. I remember back in the day when it was first released. I remember getting it immediately, and I played both. They're both city builders, and they had some military-esque elements to them too. Like you'd have a barracks, and you designate some of your villagers to be soldiers, but you would kind of just send them to fight somewhere, and then they would do the fighting unless it was happening like right on your map. Enemies could come from like all over the world and enter your map that you're building on.
Yeah.
And then you fight them on like one of the border edges or
Cool.
something. Yeah. Or you could send your military out to the rest of the world. They leave like through the edge of the map and then like they do some stuff and come back. It's pretty cool actually.
I remember the first city builder I played was actually on the PS1, SimCity 2000.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea what it was. So I
Sure.
went out, I paid $50. I put the game in, I started playing it, and I
Full
realized
price,
that
huh?
it's a city builder.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was fucking crushed.
Oh,
I'm like, oh no, this is not what I want at all.
Intimidating.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad. And then after some time passed, I'm like, oh, whatever. Let me
Yeah.
give it a try. I fucking fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a game I haven't played in a while.
SimCity.
Sims, just any kind of Sims.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's been a really long time.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I fell in love with Banished in a similar way. So
That game was a phenomenon, dude. Is it still
Sim?
as big a phenomenon as it was back in the day?
What, Banished?
No, Sims.
Sim?
Oh, The
Is it-
Sims?
Yeah, is it going strong these days?
No, so Maxis got shut down a while ago.
Is that the company?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That happened like a few years ago. I think Sims, like some expansion for The Sims 4 came out a year ago, I want to
Okay.
say. It's not as big as it used to be. No.
Yeah.
It was
remember-
fucking massive when it came out, dude.
It was massive.
It's
Everyone
because it
played
was
it.
new. It was
Yeah.
brand new. Like nothing like that was ever done before. I sunk a lot of hours into that, dude. It was quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
No.
did a- I did a lot
Simulation.
of
Real life
fucked up shit in
simulations.
that game.
Yeah.
I did a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of stuff in that game that I wouldn't mention on this podcast.
So like I wasn't really good at raising children. So like the child services would come,
Oh
but like
my
I would just
God.
like build walls around them, so they would just be trapped inside like little walls.
Oh, wow. It's
That's pretty
Hey,
good,
man. I gotta protect my kids.
if I can't have them, nobody can.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's sweet. That's sweet. I mean,
I would trap all the mailmen that would come by too.
Oh no, people didn't get.
So
their
I would
mail
have like a
delivered.
human zoo
Oh,
right in
wow.
front of my house.
A human male zoo.
hmm
Male,
Yeah.
male human. Male,
Mail at thenextlevel.com.
well,
There
shit.
you go.
Well, I mean, what have you guys been playing recently? You guys been messing around with some stuff here and there?
I have, man. So I've been playing some Lawbreakers, which
Okay.
is a new class-based FPS shooter that went on open beta over the long weekend. I've been playing that a little bit, and it's pretty fun, man. I recommend it,
Yeah?
especially if it comes out on beta again. It'll be something really good to jump into.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is, like how I would describe it, is if Overwatch and Call of Duty combined together. It's like it's class-based, similar to Overwatch, but at the same time, it's a lot quicker than Overwatch. Like, do
Okay.
you remember how we were talking about like how Overwatch is like it's a tiny bit slower? Like everyone
Yeah.
tends to have higher health and weapons do less damage, and you
Yeah.
tend to be like jumping around and like being pushed around.
Yeah.
It's not so much like that. You die a lot quicker
Okay.
in that, and there's not a lot of weapons that have projectiles. It's a lot more hit scan stuff.
Oh.
So it's like assault
Like skill
rifles and
shots.
SMGs and stuff, yeah. But at the same time, it's class based. So there's like 9 classes, and each class plays differently. Like one is more of a tank, one is more of there's like one healing class. But like the interesting thing is that these classes, like there's like some overlap with Overwatch, but each class feels completely different. Like it's not
Interesting.
it's not derivative.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. And so like the big thing about the game, like the one big selling point about the game is you basically play with gravity. That's like the big thing in it. That basically every map, there's like, for example, let's say like the center area, like a very large part of the center, the gravity is skewed. So
Okay.
whenever you go into that, like you jump a lot further. Like it kind of feels like you're in swimming controls,
Okay.
you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So can you pull yourself? Can you like shoot yourself?
totally like the big point of the game is to like build up momentum and then go into the gravity, so into like the low gravity, so you're just like zipping back and forth.
Oh.
And then like each class has some mobility option, right? So either it's a
Oh, okay.
sprint or you have like a whip that you hook onto something so
Sure.
you can like swing
I
around.
like that.
And then every character can do this. You hold control and then you shoot behind you, so you can build up more speed.
Oh.
And you know, if you're good, you can theoretically kill the guy behind you with the gun, which I've
While
done a
you're
few
building
times.
up
It's pretty
speed.
yeah.
Okay.
which you've
Okay.
done a few times, or if you're being chased down
Sure.
like some narrow hallway, you just start
Sure.
shooting behind you.
Sure.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is you're good.
Oh no, not at all, dude. No, man. That. All right, so let me get to that. As much as I appreciate this game, I didn't really resonate with it too much. I don't think I'm gonna stick with it too much, just because like it's not my speed. Like I really like the speed of Overwatch, and I really like the
Yeah.
kind of like the philosophy in Overwatch there. Like the one reason I kind of bounced off of Titanfall 2 as quickly as I did was it was way too hit scanny, and it was way close, way too close to Call of Duty
Okay.
and like that kind of like Twitch shooter.
Sure.
It's a lot more Twitch. Is what
You
I'm
know,
trying
guys,
to get at.
For all the shit that we give Overwatch for being like slow with their like putting out new characters, slow with this and that, we keep kind of returning to it as like a standard for these games.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
I
we do
still,
though.
I
we
still
do.
stand by it, man. I still stand by it. Like I love that game. It's very well
Yeah.
done. It's like
I mean,
expertly crafted.
Any FPS like class-based FPS that I see coming out, and I've seen a lot coming out
Yep.
like since Overwatch.
Yeah.
You know, like whether it was Drawn to Death or
Yeah.
like that Paladins game, they all kind of just seem like worse versions of Overwatch.
See, like a Paladins is straight up ripoff of.
yeah, it looked like it.
No, it's straight up ripoff. Like there's like characters, literal copy of characters. Like that, there's Pharah in the game. There's Thing in the game.
Really?
You know, McCree in the game. But like in this, in Lawbreakers, like yeah, there's a Pharah like you have a jetpack and you're like flying around and stuff. But like she plays totally different. Like you don't necessarily hover, you actually zoom. Like you're more of a jet.
Okay.
So you're like zooming back
But
and
it's
forth.
cool.
You have a Gatling gun, then whenever you hold fire, then it gets more accurate as it goes
Oh,
on.
okay.
So like
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
it's like a different type of play style.
Sure.
And everyone has like different passives and different abilities and other
Right.
stuff that you could do.
And I get
There's
it now. Like
ultimates and shit.
you fuck with gravity, lawbreakers. You're breaking the law.
Oh yeah, so like that's the
Boom.
thing. So like there's
Ayo.
two sides. There's so 9 classes, but like each class has 2 characters.
Oh.
Okay, and
Okay.
so one character belongs to the law, and then the other character belongs to the breakers.
Oh.
So that's the point. It's like the law versus the criminals.
That's cute.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And like they all have like nice voice lines that they
Sure.
quip at each other and stuff. It's
Okay.
it's well put together. It's
I
cool
mean,
game.
it's the guy that did Gears of War, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
It's not. I'm
No.
pretty sure.
Your thing about Drawn to Death. That's
No.
What?
Gears of War.
oh Gears of War.
yeah. No,
The
I'm
Lawbreakers?
quite sure it's the same guy who did Gears of War.
Okay,
Interesting.
I'm almost
I'll take your word
100%
for that.
sure.
I'm not.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure about that at all.
Yeah. Some Polish guy, I think.
interesting.
With a last name that's a little hard to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that instantly gives me some credibility. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Cool.
Like I highly recommend that. It was a free to play game, but they changed philosophies, and now it's like
Yeah.
$30 to buy. And then again, like I don't want to say that you're gonna get every character free, like Overwatch style, but I feel like it's probably
You
gonna
should.
be like
If you're
that.
paying $30, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because I thought this was interesting. Or outside, I told Emin, this kind of, when I saw the trailer, it kind of felt like a free to play game.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a free to play game, and Emin's like, oh yeah, because it was, and I was like, oh shit, that's funny. What is it about this game that kind of made it seem like a free to play game? I don't know. I can't really
I
put
don't
my
know, man.
finger
Like
on
it just kind of fits in what you would expect it to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess just because it's kind of like a PvP, like a, just like a quick class-based PvP. We've been seeing a lot of stuff like that lately.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're charging $30, they're literally trying to,
Yeah.
be like Overwatch.
It's,
like,
yeah, it's $30, and then there's loot boxes and stuff. I think they're called stash boxes or something. Whatever. The box opening animations though are pristine. They're pretty good.
oh please,
So it goes
that's
up
important,
an entire
man.
point in my book.
That's important.
That
Dude,
is very important.
nowadays in the industry as it is today, people have like teams working on the loot box animations.
Oh yeah.
To make them like really good so people
Because
can spend money.
yeah,
We're getting spoiled, man.
you
We're
want
getting
people to
spoiled.
buy your shit, so you got to make them look like absolutely pristine.
If my box isn't fucking shiny enough, I don't
Yeah.
want what comes out of it.
Unless it's a legendary, then you want it anyway.
yeah.
yeah.
I think
sure.
the Lawbreakers box opening animation competes with Overwatch's. That's
Sure.
how good it is.
It's a bold claim, man.
It is a bold claim.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there's TF2 as well before Overwatch.
Man, I was way into TF2 for like a good year and a half.
Yeah.
I
me
haven't
too.
touched that in a while.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, Overwatch came out when Overwatch came out. All I was
The
talking about
original
was TF2.
Overwatch. Dude.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
real
exactly.
original Overwatch.
Class-based shooter
Yeah.
is TF2,
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2, and that shit
Yep.
was really good.
That was a hell of a game, man.
It
I played
dominated.
that a lot.
It dominated the genre essentially for all those years. Like nobody was coming up with a competitor of a game that could have.
I'm trying to
taken
think
over.
of if there was like a game, like a class-based shooter that was as big. when TF2 came
As
around.
TF2?
Yeah.
I don't remember, man. I can't recall anything really.
I don't. It doesn't seem like there was, man.
Yeah,
mean,
because I would say no.
I would say no too. It didn't
Hmm.
seem like it.
Yeah.
It really didn't seem like it, or it wasn't accessible enough. You know, like
Yeah.
Team Fortress was, in the orange box. It was like,
Yep.
yeah, that was a big
Exactly.
deal. The
That
fact
was the
that it was
big
in the
deal.
orange box,
Exactly.
and that orange box was a hell of a deal back in the day, man.
Yeah.
We got
Well-
released with the orange box, no?
Did it? I'm
Maybe.
not.
think
I'm not
so.
sure about that.
Yeah.
But what was the orange box? It was Portal.
It was Portal, it was
Half-Life?
Half-Life 2 and
Yep.
the 2 expansions.
Yep.
You got that. You got
TF.
yeah, you got TF2. You got
It was
something
all the
else.
good stuff at the time that Valve.
And what
had
was
out,
that?
yeah.
Like $40 or something
I
for
don't
the
remember.
orange box?
It was
It was.
something
I want to
cheap.
say
I think-
40, man.
It felt. I
Yeah.
think it was 40. But
40 or
anyway,
cheaper.
regardless of what it was, that was a hell of a deal. It was
Yeah.
a hell of a marketing strategy that Steam came up with, and like all the games in that orange box were amazing.
Mhm.
Man, I miss those games. I really do.
You
Yeah.
could just play Dota, man, if you want a hat simulator.
Oh man, I'll play Dota if I feel like slitting my wrist.
I
Oh,
agree.
no.
I agree. I agree.
What TI7's coming, dude? You guys aren't hyped for that?
No. Whatever.
If John was here,
What's
he
the
would
pot
be.
this year? Do
Yeah,
you
I
know?
guess.
Is it something like 20 million?
Yeah, it was over 20. It beat last year's. Let me check right now. Actually, let me do
That's
some
fucking
live checking.
nuts.
TI7.
20 million.
That's ridiculous.
That's a.
Yeah, for playing video games.
Yeah.
What
I
does
mean,
the
they
world
have
come
to
huh?
broadcast that, right? Is it going to be broadcasted?
Total prize pool. It is at 20,300,000. Fuck, man.
That's some shit.
Entertainment has evolved
Yeah.
over the years.
I mean, esports are
Yeah,
huge.
Esports are becoming.
I
a
mean,
big
it's
thing now.
TI, man. I mean, when you went with my brother, what was the pot? It was like 10.
It was 15. I want to say, or like 12. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And
it's
when
like
was that?
nearly doubled.
That was like a few years
That
ago.
was TI4. So 3 years.
3 years
ago. Yeah.
ago.
Getting close to 3 years.
Just climbing up.
Yeah. No, man, dude, like going to TI, that was quite a cool experience. I don't know if I would go back again,
I mean, doing it once,
especially
was
for
probably cool.
Dota. But yeah, no, dude, it was super cool. Yeah.
I mean,
Just
when
the
you,
atmosphere. Oh my god, man! Like whenever you walk into the stadium and you see the games playing on like a million screens, and everyone, like the best part is that like everyone there is on the same page.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
Like it feels like you're home,
For
dude.
sure.
It's
Okay.
nice. It
Okay.
was really nice.
I mean, the one thing that you told me that sold it for me was when you said that there was some guy dressed as an Enigma going like that.
Oh, yeah.
and people were just like getting pulled into the center. That's fucking cool, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a fun
A
atmosphere.
lot of cosplay. Yeah, a lot of cosplay. Everyone was just super friendly and really nice, and a lot of young kids though.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot younger than I would expect, to be honest.
Like 12-year-olds.
No, not 12-year-olds, but like teenagers.
Okay.
Late
Yeah.
teens. I mean, like Arteezy was like 19, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like in TI4.
Sure.
Some of those players are themselves super duper young.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
pretty cool.
remember going up to the bar and ordering a beer, and the guy's like, "You are the first person to ask me for a beer." It's like no one
Wow.
had ordered any alcohol.
Interesting.
Probably they couldn't. It was Seattle, so probably everyone was doing something else.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You need ID for that though, right?
I think so. Yeah.
You still
Oh
have to show
yeah.
ID. I mean, what age is it? I don't even know. Is
I
it
think
18?
I think
Or
it's gonna be
21?
21 here. I'm
It's gonna
pretty
be
sure it's 21 there also.
Okay, yeah, 20.
I'm not sure.
for sure.
Whatever it is, it's a good thing.
Yeah, you should
Good thing,
definitely have some sort of regulation. But anyways, that's like not even video game related.
TI is video game, dude.
Well, dude,
TI is everything.
you want video game related?
I want video game
I've been playing
related.
Gwent, dude.
Oh
You
yeah.
have?
I've been playing Gwent, and
You hit rank 12 or something like that
yeah,
recently.
yeah, it's pretty
okay.
cool. I mean, I'm climbing up. I really like that game. I think part of the draw for me and for a lot of players is that, like I've said this to John too. It's that like I finished The Witcher 3, right? And I loved that game. I loved it from beginning to end. I loved it. And this card game is not only like a really well made, unique card game, but it's also just like a window into that universe that I otherwise would just like not be interacting with
Sure,
because I
sure.
finished the game. Like that's it. The universe is done. But I mean, I didn't play the first two Witchers. I'm one of those players who played the third one without having played the first two. and like it just seems like the lore is so extensive, you know, like all the cards
It's
that
a
are in that
big
game.
world that they've created, and then
Yeah.
especially with the cards and everything, you get like
Yeah.
tiny bits of flavor here and there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I recently started playing it a little more because there was a big patch yesterday, a huge patch. The developers went on a live stream. They announced everything, and literally, I love how good they are, man. I mean, I've said this again and again, but CD Projekt Red, holy shit, man, they really know how to treat their fans. They went on the live stream. They said all the fixes that they're gonna do, and then literally 2 days later, they implemented them. They don't make you wait.
Oh.
Like they don't really don't make you wait. They did that last time too. They went on the stream, and the very next day, the patch went live.
It's
It's
very
awesome.
nice.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a very short amount of time between the last patch and this one too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only been like a month
Yeah.
ish. Like when was our last Gwent episode? You know, like that's when the big patch happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did some crazy nerfs, man. I mean, I know you
Oh, really?
you haven't. Yeah, this patch is actually pretty huge, and I'm very interested to see how it plays out.
Tell me a little
Super
bit about it,
interested.
man.
So one of the problems with Gwent initially was that there was like some pretty bad balance between the factions. Like some factions were clearly better than others. For example, Skellige and Monsters were basically the two main factions that everyone was playing for a couple of reasons. One of them is because Skellige just had a bunch of just really good cards, like just really kind of overpowered cards, which most of them got nerfed, by the way.
Okay.
Skellige got nerfed
Oh.
pretty hard. And Monsters, because Monsters play into the weather aspect of the game a lot, and weather is a big deal.
Yeah.
And in this
Was a big deal.
was a big deal because
Oh, really?
yeah, in this latest patch they fucked weather up.
Hmm.
They really like they're going in a completely new direction with it.
And you like it.
And I like it. Dude, I like it because they're really trying. Because in closed beta, I played closed beta. And in the closed beta, weather was completely different. It was just completely different. Before this last patch, it was completely different. And now it's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
And each time, like in the last two, like in closed beta and before this last patch, it was pretty clear that weather was very powerful.
It was very
It was a very, very powerful part of the game. And a lot of people were just manipulating it and using it to just like build really great decks. And the fact that they're nerfing weather so hard in this game means that it's just going to like how people build their decks is just going to matter more because you don't just so how the weather works for those who don't know in Gwent is there are 3 rows. Each team has 3 rows, like the middle row, the front row, the back row.
Yep.
And if you apply weather to a row, it does a certain thing. Like it originally before this last patch, it would damage. For example, there are 3 weather effects. One of them damages the highest units on the row by 2, all of them. One of them does the lowest units on the row, and one of them does all of them by 1. Now they completely scrapped it. Now the highest one of them called Impenetrable Fog only does 2 damage to the highest unit on one row, just 1 unit on the row. The other one does 2 damage to the lowest unit on the row, just 1.
Yeah, that's pretty intuitive, man. Actually,
Yeah, and-
I was
and
telling you
Wasn't
earlier.
it always like that?
No, dude.
So like if there were 3 units that cost 6
Yeah.
that had 6 strength,
they all take damage.
they would all take damage.
Yeah.
So like every turn they
That's
would take like 6
ridiculous.
damage.
So let's say with this new weather, let's say I have 3 dudes that have 6 health.
yeah.
One of them.
One of
One
them.
of them's gonna
Yeah.
get
Only one of them is
Yeah.
going to get damaged. And I think there's some
Okay,
rule, like
that
it's the
changes things.
leftmost or the rightmost or something like that.
Oh, is there such a rule?
There's got to be. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's that's not going to be
That's a really
randomized.
cool element, by the way, of Gwent, like leftmost, rightmost, and actually situating your guys.
Dude, I mean, because think about it. You'd have a unit, right, that just to visualize it, okay? So the opposing row, the guy has 18 power on his board, all in one row, 3 6 units, okay? And you have nothing on your board, let's just say, and you put a guy, Gremist. You know Gremist? It's
Yeah.
a guy who you put down, and he could do one of 3 things. One of the 3 things is putting
Impenetrable fog.
Impenetrable Fog, which damages the highest unit or units on the row by 2. So if you just literally put that guy down, that 3 strength guy, every turn those 3 units are just going to be taking damage, and within 3 turns, you would have just killed all their units, like 18 damage.
Yeah,
in 3 turns for doing nothing.
You don't even need the guy either. You can just throw down.
You could just throw down the weather
Impenetrable
effect
Fog as is.
itself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
and that just to me always seemed a little too powerful, you know. And now that they're nerfing it, it might be too hard of a nerf. I don't know. It remains to be seen. But it's just
I mean,
really
it's still
cool.
in beta, so like they're trying stuff out. If
Yeah.
this works, then great. If it doesn't, then cool.
They're I just appreciate how they're willing to just try such crazy
find-
different things.
What I find interesting is that they're actually nerfing.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of card games, like let's talk about Hearthstone a little bit, they tend to not nerf. they don't like to nerf.
They
It's
just
like
buff.
there's like a tiny bit
Yeah.
of a power creep every patch. Like
Yeah.
everything gets like a tiny bit stronger. You get like new abilities and stuff. Like this seems like they have something in mind.
Yeah.
That is like this is around the same
Yeah.
the balance of power
Yeah.
that we want to keep everything.
wonder
so they're
what
trying
other-
to like bring it
yeah.
to that.
Some of the other
I-
changes, is like Northern Realms was a faction that was known to be underpowered. A lot of the cards just sucked.
Yeah.
Like you didn't get good value out of them. And almost all the cards, like so many cards in Northern Realms just got buffed. Like their strength just went up, their powers like do different things. Like now that looks like a viable faction. Like I just want to go and like see if I could build a cool Northern Realms deck now. They did the same thing with Scoia'tael. Like they're just buffing a bunch of the cards, nerfing a bunch of Skellige cards, and seeing what happens.
So did they keep the kind of like the spirit of each faction, or did they do like some big blanket changes that kind of changes how someone is played?
They pretty much kept like the spirit of it. It's just, for example, you know how each faction has 3 leaders that you can choose, right? Some of the leaders just kind of suck. You know, like Radovid, for example. I'm playing ranked online, and I'm ranked 12, which isn't super high, but it's high enough to see like some kind of like the meta of the game.
Yeah.
And I would never see Radovid. Radovid damages 2 units by 4 and toggles their lock or whatever.
Oh.
And I've seen in the last 2 patches, they're just increasing Radovid's core strength. Like they're making him just more powerful. Like he was 6, now he's like he was 4, now then he was changed to 5, now he's like 7. You know, they're just trying to make him more viable. They're seeing if people if like they're buffing them enough for people to play them, and if they don't, they're buffing them more. I
That's
like
cool,
that.
man. Like they're trying to give people choices. Like
Yeah.
it's like you're playing this one faction, but you know there's 3 leaders. There's not only like one person
Yeah.
that you can only play with.
Yeah,
You know?
basically what I'm getting at is it really seems like they're trying to make a very balanced game. Like they're very concerned about its balance. And I like that. I like that a lot. They could kind of be turning a blind eye to some things. They could just be saying, "Okay, you know what? If this is too strong, find something else. Find a way to deal with it." But, you know, they're buffing, they're nerfing, they're listening. It's just it's all great. I'm very optimistic about the game.
Nice.
That
Good to hear,
sounds
man.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
cool.
probably load it up now that you're saying all these fantastic things. So
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm definitely gonna keep playing. Who knows? In a month, they're probably gonna fucking change everything again. But whatever, I'm sticking through it.
Is there any news for? I remember there's going to be some story mode or like some RPG mode.
Oh,
like
yeah.
John was talking about.
Dude,
Is
I
there
mean-
any news about that?
So I don't know anything about that, but it sounded
so it wasn't
really
in
cool.
this.
Yeah,
It wasn't
no.
this patch.
No,
Yeah.
that seems like a big change.
Yeah, I see that coming much later. I see that more of like a DLC thing.
way down the line.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
an adventure mode.
I mean, it'd be
Hearthstone
cool if you
adventure
could just
mode sort
walk
of thing.
around as Geralt and like challenge random online people sitting on the table to like fucking duel. I mean, come on, like that'd be really cool. But yeah, I think we're a long
Or
way
a
from that.
tournament, like in Witcher, they had the quest line where it was the Gwent quest line. Have you done this? Where there was a big tournament.
Oh yeah.
And then you can play and win the tournament. So they could do something like that, maybe. with
I
a
actually
bunch of
never completed
players.
that quest.
Oh, okay. It's
'Cause-
pretty cool.
You know why? Because by the time I played Witcher 3, I had played the closed beta of Gwent.
Oh sure.
And it was just a way more complicated game than what was in The Witcher 3.
So
I
you
played
just
The Witcher
couldn't go
3's
back?
Gwent, and I'm like, this is dumb. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is archaic.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to play this.
Okay.
So I feel like if I hadn't played the closed beta, I'd definitely, like, I would have loved it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. So Gwent looks really nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Have you guys been playing anything else, kind of?
I don't know, man.
How's Diablo going, man? How's
it's
Necro?
good. Yeah, Necromancer's been really fun. I actually recently finished yesterday Greater Rift 70, which is
Okay.
beyond Torment level 13.
So what does that mean?
That means I unlocked Primal Ancient drops. So what
What does that mean?
yeah.
That sounds good. I guess. Primal ancient drops, dude. I mean,
so it's one of the recent things they added actually. They didn't add this with the Necromancer, but they added it like in the last thing
Oh,
before the
interesting.
Necromancer. So they have this thing where Diablo is very gear dependent, right? Whatever build you do and whatever your play style is based on whatever gear you're wearing and what set pieces you have, because they give you like bonuses and abilities. So you can find a piece of gear and it could be its regular self, or in a rare chance, you can find a piece of gear in an ancient version of itself, which has like a golden border around the thing, and it's like stats are higher.
Okay.
What they added with the primal ones is you can even slimmer chance find a primal ancient version of an item, which has all the stats maxed. Because you roll stats when you pick up loot, it rolls in a range. So you might not you might get the piece you want, but you might not get the stats you want on it, right?
okay.
So with the Primal Ancient,
It's the highest max.
it's the
stats.
highest rolls on all the affixes on the gear. So if you have like full Primal Ancient gear, that's like your set. That's it. That's the meta. Like that's it at the Diablo.
And
level.
how hard is it to get these things?
Super hard. I
Yeah.
mean, they're like slim to none.
It's like a
chance.
legendary of a legendary. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like a legendary.
Yeah.
Triple legendary.
Right
Yeah.
on.
So I haven't
Wow.
found one yet. I unlocked them yesterday. In order to unlock them, you have to do a very, very difficult part of the game.
which is that Greater Rift you're talking
Greater
about?
Rift, yeah. So Greater Rift level 60 something, 65, I think, is equivalent to Torment 13. Torment 13 is the game's highest difficulty level.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Greater Rifts allow you to go beyond that.
Mm.
So you have to be geared. Plus, Necromancer is slightly broken right now. I feel like
Oh,
he's really
are they?
strong. Yeah. So with like mediocre gear, I'm able to actually hit these big numbers. So I did 70 and unlocked this. So I'm gonna just play it in hopes that one day maybe I'll get a Primal Ancient drop. It's probably not even gonna be a piece of gear that I need or want. It might be something random, completely that I'm not even gonna use, but it'll happen to be a Primal Ancient.
But I mean, it'll always give you something that you can use, right? It's not going to give you like some monk head.
Oh
right?
no, it can. It can give me some monk gear.
Oh really?
It could, yeah. It's very rare. It's very rare to get pieces from other classes, but it happens sometimes.
So what would you do if you do that? Can you just transfer it to your to
Yeah,
a monk?
of course. I share the
Oh,
stash with my
okay.
other characters. Yeah,
Right on.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
That makes
good.
sense then. That's
Yeah,
not
for
terrible.
For sure.
Like
It's
you're not
been
going to be
fun.
stuck with some amazing thing that you can never use.
Yeah, no. It'll be something that I can put to use in some way.
Nice.
But if do I want to? I don't know. Like
Yeah.
maybe not.
Have you seen anyone that has like full Primal Ancient gear?
No, I haven't
No?
yet. No, it's pretty rare. I think.
Yeah.
So you said Necromancer's kind of broken right now. Like, what is that?
That's my opinion, really. Like nobody's really going around saying that too much. But
How
I
would they
feel like
deal with that though?
he's really strong. Well, I was gonna say actually, even regarding Hearthstone, we were saying things get buffed. That's like a Blizzard motto. I've heard many times, like many developers in Blizzard have said this over the years, that the company policy is to try to buff things, not nerf them. So if
Mhm.
something's like too strong, they'll try to make everything else like equivalent to that, as opposed to nerfing something, because it's like unfun, right? Like you're having so much fun with the Necro right now. If they end up nerfing it and it feels weak, you're just not going to want to play anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's like
makes
they're
sense.
taking something away from you, you know? Like you've
Exactly.
been playing this, you're used to it, and then suddenly you can't do that
Exactly.
anymore.
Yeah,
You're
it
like,
sounds
"Oh,
like an
fuck
okay
this."
policy. Why not, right? Like buff everything, it
Yeah.
all
It
becomes
sounds
equal.
fun.
Yeah, equilibrium can be found. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but the way I feel like he's broken is there's a couple of builds. Again, a couple of legendary sets he has that are just the things they allow him to do. He becomes invulnerable. Like the class, like can become invulnerable. Like it becomes so tough. It withstands so much damage. It has so much damage reduction to be really technical. That's what I feel like they get too much damage reduction right now with the shit that they can do. Bone armor. That's the set I'm running right now.
Yeah.
The Inarius legendary set. It allows my bone armor to actually come off my body and like whirl around me and do damage to shit around me and like make things inside of the bone armor take more damage from me. But it also makes me like near practically invincible too.
Sounds pretty OP, dude.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
strong. That's one ability.
I don't know shit about it.
It's
but-
just one. It's the entire set is based around one ability
Hmm.
that the Necromancer has. Everything else I use is just to complement that ability.
Hmm.
It's pretty intense.
It seems like Necro, kind of like the one thing about Necro is he's way too tanky and does way too much damage.
Exactly. His tankiness is obscene.
Yeah.
I don't. No other class can tank like him. Crusader.
Really, even
doesn't-
Crusader?
Yeah,
like
man.
probably neck and neck with Crusader. No.
I don't think so, dude. Right now, that's why I
Wow.
feel like
No
he's
shit.
broken. Yeah, he's gonna Necro's gonna beat all Greater Rift records at this rate, like we kind of feared and speculated before his release.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll just slowly buff the other classes and whatever.
cool. And
Yeah.
Blizzard, we trust, I guess, dude.
I do. I
Yeah.
trust Blizzard.
I guess
Yeah, I guess.
they've never wronged us.
I want more
Yeah.
Overwatch heroes, though, guys. That's
You
all
say
I want.
this,
Overwatch
yeah.
Heroes, as actually my
Oh.
coworker was telling me, there's been rumors of Doomfist. Like he's
Yeah.
actually coming very soon.
Yeah.
Apparently, like he's gonna be the next hero, and like things are happening.
Yeah.
So
There's more spoilers and stuff happening. Like
yeah,
little
they've been teasing.
tidbits. Yeah,
They've been
started-
teasing?
Yeah, they've started teasing. I
Yep.
haven't seen any of the teases, but I have heard.
The
So-
Overwatch Tease Fest has begun yet again, dude.
Yeah.
Well, dude, what's gonna happen when Doomfist comes out? We're all gonna play for like a little bit, and
No.
everyone's gonna try Doomfist, and then
Yeah.
like we're gonna stop.
I doubt it. I
Well,
doubt
what do
it.
you mean?
I don't think I'm even.
You're
gonna,
not even gonna
I
do
don't-
it.
I'm not
huh?
even gonna entertain that.
Oh
yeah.
no, dude! I totally will. I'm totally gonna play. Yeah.
How are you gonna?
I've been
not?
sort of craving it too, man. We've been playing. Me and my have
Just
been
here
playing
and
every
there.
once in a while. Yeah, just a few
Dude,
ranked matches.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
right now why I
it's
wouldn't
fun,
even get
yeah.
into it right now, because I feel like it's too much of a commitment. To play Overwatch, I can't just go and play a little Overwatch and then not play again for
Why?
weeks. Because
That's exactly how I see it. Like it's ideal form.
no, I'll tell you right now why not.
Why?
Because it's a game that if you're playing, there's such a skill cap, it's like skill level to it, skill capacity, that if I'm not playing it for weeks on end, I feel like I'm doing wrong by like just going in there and trying to like do something, because I can't. I need to practice. You need to
What do you
play
mean?
every day.
I mean,
You
dude,
need to
like
get
I
good.
hadn't played for months. I played Junkrat. I got in a ranked game. I pulled an ult. I killed like 3 people. I got a nice play of the game. I won
Yeah,
the
I mean,
game. Like, what
no,
do you mean?
totally like that. That totally happens. But at the same time, you do get rusty.
Yeah.
Whenever you're
Yeah.
doing rank,
Well,
like
then
you're going up against people that are still playing the game.
Yeah.
You know, like it's the
Yeah.
first
Well,
time
then
you're loading
don't
it up
play
in like
ranked,
2
dude.
months.
It's simple. Don't play
Sure.
ranked.
Oh, dude.
Come on, don't play.
No.
Play like the casuales, dude. Play the casual game.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have to be in the Overwatch phase. I have to be like playing Overwatch to be playing Overwatch. I can't just one game. Let me check out Doomfist and then I'm out. Nah, I'm not gonna have fun.
So
like
you're
that.
saying is that's never gonna happen. So
Not
you're
unless
never
I
gonna play
feel like
Overwatch
I
again.
want FPS again. Like I need to get the FPS itch to begin with. Right now, I don't have the FPS itch. I'm playing Banished, man.
Yeah.
How can you play Banished
That's
alongside of an FPS?
Literally the opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I'm in like.
I know what you're talking about with that
Yeah,
FPS itch.
I'm in
I totally know what you're
Cozyville right
talking
now.
about.
I'm in Cozyville right now.
And
with my
even some of
games.
that FPS twitch is like, sated by playing Battlegrounds. Like when you,
Oh,
you
sure.
go into your
Sure.
like,
You
first
guys still
person
play a
mode.
lot of that, man.
Yeah,
We hit that up,
dude.
yeah.
I mean, Battlegrounds it's just fun to play with friends. It's
is.
very fun to play with friends.
They've been winning, dude.
Yeah.
Like so frequently now. I've been thinking they patched the game in some way to like make winning more frequent.
No, dude,
because
I'm
that's
pretty sure,
ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure they're just really good. We have some good people,
Wait, who's
friends
they,
who are
like,
good at playing.
Shahan
Like
Plus
Mason.
Company?
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
Mason. Mason is way into that game, man.
Yeah.
Mason's
Yeah.
really good.
Drew,
Yeah.
he's not bad. Actually, a handful of their wins
Dude,
was when they started playing with
Dude,
Drew.
what's funny is
Nice.
Mason and Drew are so these two guys we know.
Yeah.
They have completely different philosophies on how to like start like getting into a
Battlegrounds?
Battlegrounds game. And I was there to
What?
witness like their disagreement. I was like listening to it and it was interesting.
Tell
because,
me.
No, because like so Mason likes to just jump out of the plane and
Okay.
land into like a heavily populated area
And kill people.
and try to kill people. And if you come out on top, you come out on top with some amazing gear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you just get into the round running with
Sure.
amazing shit.
Okay.
But most of the time you get wrecked.
Yeah.
Or like your teammate gets wrecked because
Yeah.
there's a shit ton of people there. Someone gets a gun before you. You get wrecked.
It's a numbers game. You just got to keep
Yeah,
refreshing,
but-
and then one of them is gonna get
But what's
lucky.
fun about that is, and I
Mm.
kind of agree with Mason a little more, is that every time like if you die, you just start it up again. It's like fast paced.
Yeah.
Like you get right into the action, you get right into shooting people. If you win, you play out the round. If you lose, you just try to do it again. And then I was listening to it, and Drew was like, "No, man, no, this is dumb. We die most of the time. It's not even like better loot than what we would get from going somewhere else. Let's take it nice and easy." And the funny thing is, they both win games, so
Yeah.
like they're both good.
I think I'm more in the Mason camp.
Yeah.
Just because, like, yeah, you might die almost immediately, but you'll get better at it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you're
exactly.
just hiding in a corner somewhere, like, you're not getting better.
Sure.
You're
But
just
dude,
hiding.
Dude, sometimes it's like it's just really funny. Like sometimes, like you and the guy just get into like a room at the same time, and like you see this gun on the floor, and like
Just like a mad dash to it.
You just like run to it, and like the game is still in alpha, so it's glitchy as fuck, and like you're just pressing F, you're just like hitting F, and like
Nice.
trying to pick it up, and then.
For
I was
sure.
chased by a guy trying to punch me for the first time the other day, and it was absolutely terrifying.
Did you kill him?
We both ran into a house. There was no gun, so he just starts running at me and punching me. And I keep thinking he's just gonna leave because I'm running away, but we're running at the same pace, and he's
Yeah.
just following me.
And he's just following.
And like
you.
I'm at half health, he's at full health. So if we get into a fist fight, he's gonna kill me because he
Sure.
got the first punch in. So I'm just running, and this guy's following me for like a minute or two. It's dumb. So listen, I get into a buggy. I see a buggy on the road, and the buggy has the driver's seat and the seat in the back, right? So I get into the buggy. I'm gonna drive away. This fucker gets into the back of my
Oh
buggy.
my god.
We both have no weapons. Like if I'm driving away, he's gonna come out with me wherever I go, right?
Wait, can he punch you while he's in the bucket?
No, he
The
can't.
funniest thing, they're just like throwing punches.
Dude, I mean, like he's taunting me. He's sitting in the buggy, like I'm trying to run away from him, and he's
Yeah.
staying. So what I did was I saw like I was near the beach, So I'm like, let me just drive my car into the beach and hop out. Like this will be the ultimate kill. Of course, it doesn't work out the way I planned. Like I run in, I try to hop out, I drown. Like he
Oh,
like
no.
drowns too. I just killed both of them. I'm like,
That's
fuck
so
you, dude.
funny.
I'm gonna take you to your death as well. You know, I'm gonna drag you down with
Wait, you
me.
just drove off a bridge?
I literally just drove into the beach. Like I went off
Nice.
the
To the
road and
water,
went on the
yeah.
sand, drove into the beach and killed both of us.
That's
Like,
really funny.
you got what you wanted, man. Like good job.
I'd have to say I'm in the Drew camp though. Like my play
Oh,
style, yeah, I totally see your point though. It's a good point. Like the more you try going into the fights, the better you're gonna get at it. Yeah, sure. But I really don't like re-queuing every time.
Dude,
and
you know what I
waiting
don't
through
like
the
as well though?
minute and-
I hate it when you play very carefully, and it happens like a good amount of the
you
time.
have good gear and then you die.
Yeah,
randomly
you
out of
play
nowhere. It's not
very
even
careful-
a gunfight.
Yeah. You play very carefully for like 15 minutes.
Sure.
You're getting gear. You're running around. You're doing strats.
That's
you're
happened
hiding.
to
You're
me
doing this,
multiple times.
and you're just running across the field and you get headshotted.
you get headshot.
You know, from some guy with like a sniper and like an
Insta-dead,
8 times.
yeah.
I don't like if I know that that's gonna happen anytime I'm gonna play the game, fuck it, let's get into it head first. You
Yeah.
know, so like I'm kind of in the Mason camp myself,
Interesting.
but I completely
on.
understand why you wouldn't be. Like playing carefully is really fun too.
Yeah. No, I actually
It
have
seems
a lot of
more
fun.
tense.
Yeah,
It can be. It depends though. See, if you it's all about the jump from the plane. How you jump, where you jump from the plane sets up the tone for the rest of the game. You can jump in a way to try to get as far from the general area perimeter as you can. And when you do something like that, you're relaxed during the looting phase,
Yeah.
right? Because you know there's
So
no
you
one
can
around
take your
you.
time
Yeah.
and get what you need,
Yeah.
and get what
Exactly.
you want.
Exactly. And then you know when do I want to hit in. You have a lot of time in the beginning, and you know from the direction you're coming, no one's behind you. That's
Yeah.
one of the big. So it can be very tactful if you play it smart. You can't change it up. That's the thing. If like you're playing stealthy and then halfway through you're like, okay, I want to get more aggressive now. You're just gonna start losing your rhythm, and it's gonna get messy because now you're gonna have people from all your sides. That's when you start getting headshot in the field that you're running through randomly.
Yeah.
You know.
but dude,
So-
I just have to say one thing. I mean, I think I hit 100 hours in that game.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hit 100 hours, and it's been like a few months I've been playing it at this point.
Sure.
So like, and like the way the circle works in that game, the way it zones in, it makes everyone go to the same area. You know, it's still popping up fresh, awesome fights. You know, like Arig and I got into one like a week ago or like 4 days ago. I don't know if you remember this. You're gonna remember it as soon as I say it.
Sure,
It
tell me.
was like it was closing in on like a mountain. Like on like the top of a mountain.
Okay.
And like we were running up the mountain and we were like, this is so cool. Like we've never fought people around here before. This is awesome. Like it's, you know, like there's a boulder you're running across, like you're taking cover beside the boulder, you're climbing it. There might be someone up there. There might be someone down there. It's not just simple like hilly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We got so carried away by how fun like the mountain was.
We totally forgot about the blue
Like
line.
how cool the mountain was. We forgot about the blue line that closes in on the white
Oh,
line
okay.
and
It
makes
just
the
killed
map
you
smaller.
guys?
And we
Dude.
we're like running in the blue line. We're like, dude, we forgot. How did
Okay.
we forget? Like
Okay,
we were
okay.
just
Hold on.
we were having so much fun, like
Hold
like
on.
anticipating the big fight in the
My head.
mountain that we just got killed.
Silence. I'm gonna add on to the story. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, the circle ends up half the circle is on land,
Okay.
but the part of the land that it's on is a huge cliff, like coming off into the ocean. All right, and then the other half of the circle is in that ocean. Okay, so you could either go into that ocean with a boat, or you'd be on the cliff like us.
Yeah.
We got to the cliff nice and early because we took a car there. So you could kind of like the cliff dips a little before it actually goes off completely. So you can go into the dip, stand around like the big boulders and rocks that are jetting around the area and have massive cover. Like really good positions there. And everybody coming in from the land, you're going to see them all from one direction. So we did that. And as we were looking for people coming in, there was another couple of people doing the same thing we were doing
Oh, wow.
just
Yeah.
a little further down.
Yeah.
And we had like really good sight of them. And if they like peeked around their boulder, we saw each other. So we're like,
Did they
fuck
know
it.
you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
they
we're
did.
like, fuck it, let's kill them. So we start shooting them. We end up knocking one of them out and we rush them. We end up killing both of them and we take their position. Theirs was slightly better.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're just chilling there. People coming in. We're like shooting them. We have a sniper. I have like an SKS or something with a 4x.
We all
or
had
8x.
really good
Yeah.
shit. We
Yeah.
all had good gear, good guns.
So we're having a blast. And then eventually it got quiet and stuff. And then we're like still looting people because there's
Sure.
dead bodies. And
yeah,
we
there
haven't
were
even,
so many dead bodies. We're
Yeah.
just like taking all their gear.
we
We're
haven't
so-
even
we're
finished looting yet.
completely excited about how many people we had just killed.
And then suddenly, like, I don't know who noticed, me or you, but
Dude, I don't remember.
before we even knew it, the blue line was upon us. The white line was like, God knows fucking
Oh,
where.
no.
Dude, I mean, just you have to just imagine, dude. Like we were having all that fun. We got into that gunfight, and like
You just lose track of time.
we
and
just
then
lost
before
track
you
of
know
it. And it's just dumb, dude. It's just a dumb way to die. It was just stupid. We were just running in the blue
Yeah.
circle, and we suddenly just fall down and die. Like
There was
it's
no
so
hope.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, there
dude.
was no hope.
After
we had
all
really
that
good
shit.
momentum, but
Yeah.
it was funny. It was really funny.
It's
It-
a fucking heartbreaking game, dude. After so much shit, it could just end like really stupidly, like all the time. Like
Yeah.
shit like that happens.
yeah.
like,
That's the fun of it, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you just queue again immediately. Within a minute or two, you're back in another
yeah,
one.
like
So
how is Q? It's quick.
super cool.
Uh,
Instant.
instant, instantaneous.
I bet, man. There's so many people playing that game.
Still, it's
Yeah.
still instantaneous.
It's rising. The numbers are rising every week. I see a new headline
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, 300K players, concurrent players reached."
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Man.
That's seriously crazy,
Yeah.
man.
I bet that's like top on Steam right now, dude. Easy.
It's
It probably
if,
still
if
is.
not number one, then number two.
It's been the
probably.
top
Yeah.
seller for months upon months.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I didn't expect
Word
the
of
game to be
mouth.
this good.
Word of mouth, dude. Like people picked the game up and it was good. It was a great game. So
Yeah.
they were just like, "Hey, this is a really good game. You should pick it up." And then boom, next thing you know, everybody's starting to pick it up. All their friends are
Yeah,
starting
they
to pick
didn't.
it up.
There wasn't crazy advertising. There wasn't anything like
Yeah.
that. It was just-
Streamers.
yeah,
I think they pay
streamers and word of
streamers.
mouth and
Summit 1G probably got like some cash from them.
Summit 1G. Oh, is that some big streamer?
Yeah, he's the reason I even got into it at all because
Oh,
I
right
was
on.
on Twitch and he was
You were
one of the
watching
top
him play the
streamers.
game,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like he was doing some funny shit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's a very watchable game too.
It is, dude. It's really
It's very
entertaining
fun to watch.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fun when you die as a teammate and like your teammate is left. And
you're
like,
spectating?
if he wins, you win, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a team. If he wins, you
Yeah.
win. So like, you're rooting for him. You
Yeah.
know, like you're helping him out as he's
Sure.
running. You're like, hey, there was a guy in the corner there. you
yeah,
know?
dude. You're still helping. them,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. You're still being a teammate even though you're dead.
That's really funny. One time I remember I was watching Shahan as he was playing and I was dead. And you know that little military compound area that has like the big like 5-floor
Yeah,
building?
yeah.
Okay. So he was on the outskirts of that and you know how it turns into like a big cliffside on the back end?
Mhm.
So there was a guy prone, just like prone on the cliffside. And I saw him and I'm like, "Sean, there's a guy right there." Literally for like 2 minutes Sean couldn't see him and he was just peeking around the tree and I was explaining to him for like 2 minutes straight where to look exactly on his screen so he can spot this guy. And it was like a 2-pixel thing. Eventually he spotted him and he killed him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Funny shit.
Yeah.
But as a spectator, you can get kills for your teammates. Yeah,
Sometimes it's hard to see people.
yeah, it is for sure. Especially in a ghillie suit.
Oh, and by the way, in Ultra, that game looks really nice, even in Alpha right
Oh, yeah?
now.
Is it a pretty
It looks
game?
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty.
Nice.
It's only gonna get prettier.
Yeah.
Oh, and when they add the big jungle map, holy shit!
Oh, they're working on a desert map right now.
dude.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Is
there's a preview.
is it desert or jungle?
That's what they said is desert.
So the first one's gonna be desert.
Yeah.
Good, because I didn't like the jungle. Like I thought
Interesting.
jungle was gonna be fucking
Okay.
weird.
Like too many trees and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but desert sounds cool.
Yeah.
man. That sounds really.
They have
cool.
some cool stuff like abandoned gas stations and like
Oh, cool.
cars and shit like that. Yeah.
Man, I was hearing rumors. This would have been so fucking cool. I was hearing rumors that it's just going to be one big skyscraper of like 100 floors. And it's all indoors. That's a rumor I heard. It's apparently not that. And like there's a fire at the bottom and the top that's like slowly coming towards
Our
each
egg
other.
is tickled, dude.
Like I honestly feel like that sounds so cool. There'll be like elevator shafts and like holes in the
That
roof
sounds
and the
really
floor
cool.
and all that.
Maybe a fire escape
Yeah,
area
fire,
to go up and
yeah,
down
fire
as
escape,
well.
like on the side and
Yeah.
like ladders and shit.
Yeah.
And stairwells and that sounds all right. That would be
that sounds like a
cool,
great
but
idea.
Apparently that's not happening.
but I mean, there's a lot of
Ah.
potential, dude.
There is.
There's a lot of potential.
Hmm.
I mean, who knew just good gameplay would make a good game, dude?
Yeah.
You know,
There it is. It's a
Just
very
solid-
simple game. too.
Solid gameplay. It's
Yeah.
simple.
Small game. Not even that big.
And it's been done before, but you know these guys they just do it well.
Yeah. That's why they even did this, right?
Yeah.
Player unknown guy and stuff. He was playing a lot of H1Z1. And
yeah,
it-
that's basically what is it? What did they
King
call
of
it?
the Hill?
King of the No, it's not King of the Hill. It's called King of something.
oh,
That has like a weird name to it.
I'm not sure.
It's like
But
a
that
pun
was
name.
like the inspiration, essentially. They wanted just a better, more refined battle royale style game. And they delivered.
Good for them,
Yeah,
man.
they delivered it.
Well, they got my business.
They did.
Yeah, and then some big announcement in more Blizzard land. We have a new hero coming to Heroes.
We do.
Yeah, how about that?
Seems
man?
like every other week there's a new
As
hero
always.
coming to
yeah,
Heroes.
man. Like every month, I feel like there's a new hero.
Yep. They're
Yeah.
very good with that, man. They have like a schedule that they've set out. They've been doing this for a long time now.
It's crazy that
it's a
there
routine.
isn't like severe like imbalance in that game with how quickly heroes.
Honestly,
are
man,
introduced.
it feels fairly balanced. Like there's a few heroes that don't really see too much play, but like whenever you get a roster that big, that's only natural. Like depending
Yeah.
on where the meta goes.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like any character is like particularly too weak or too strong right now.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's very heavy objective gaming.
Yeah.
So like the way the game is just designed all around allows for the heroes to just be useful in a lot more different types of situations. So it's not always just head to head. Do I always win or do
Yeah.
I always
I
lose
see.
against this hero? You know,
That's cool. That's
it's
an
like
interesting
being
point.
useful in different ways on the map
And you
it's
have
different
to be
maps.
working together. Like you can't solo shit. You
Yeah.
can't carry. There's no carry.
Yeah, there's
you
no
know.
carry really.
But yeah, so the new hero that's getting added is Stukov, which is an infested Terran from StarCraft. And yeah, he's coming in as
Yeah.
support, which is totally up my alley.
Yeah,
He's like a buff, debuff kind of guy. Like you throw
Oh.
buffs on people, you throw debuffs on people, and you could choose to blow it up. And once you blow it up, it's like either a burst heal or a burst damage.
yeah,
Fun
um,
shit, man.
Yeah.
I know some of the lore to this guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense that he's support. Actually, it's in line
Oh,
with
you're a
the lore.
StarCraft boy. That's
Yeah,
right.
dude, because he's a Terran general. Stukov is a general, and what ended up happening was he got betrayed and killed, and eventually he was trying to fight off a Zerg infestation on his homeworld. And what happened was his body got infested by the Zerg, and then so he actually went to Kerrigan when Kerrigan became infested too, and started working with her and like supporting her and supporting like the Zerg that she was controlling in order to like regain power as a
Ah.
general and stuff. So he became like a general of the Zerg army now, right? And then so that's like his story.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and some of his abilities are ridiculous.
Oh
Other
yeah,
than like
some
the
of his
buffs,
ultimates are just the funniest shit, dude.
that's insane.
Yeah, like his first ultimate is he basically you shoot out your arm as like this huge like fucked up Zerg arm, and the first person it connects onto, you push him all the way until he hits a wall.
It could be across
so
the
it
map.
could be like literally across the map if you just get him
That's
down center
funny,
lane,
dude.
then
Yeah.
he's gone.
That's
But you
funny.
see the animation of the arm coming out of Stukov and extending. Like it keeps extending out of him
Yeah.
as it's pushing the guy. Like you see a line
So
of his
you
arm.
could technically like maybe see his line just his arm
Yes.
stretch across the map.
Exactly.
You could just remove someone from combat. Like that's it.
That's
That's fun, man.
hilarious.
It's
But
pretty
he's
good.
vulnerable as
Yeah.
he's doing that.
Yep. No, well, he's not vulnerable. His armor goes up,
Oh,
but
okay.
you can still get stunned out of it. and
Right.
You're not like unstoppable.
Sure. But it's a funny ass ult.
It is a
dude.
funny ass
I
ult.
like it.
Yeah.
His second one's really intense too.
Which one is that? Oh, the
He
slap.
swipes,
Yeah.
yeah. 3 really big swipes across the screen, each one getting larger. So the third one's really big, and it just is his arm again, right? And it just does damage, AOE damage to everything and stuff.
Yeah, it's
really
like
cool.
pushes people away.
Yeah,
Very
Like,
nice.
I could totally see like sneaking behind them and just push them
Push them
towards your shit.
into your team, yeah, as a support or escape. Like
Yeah.
use that, and your team can escape.
Oh
now.
yeah, totally. Yeah. He
Really
seems like a
fun
really cool hero, man.
Yeah, he
and like one
does.
of his level 1 talents just changes him into a ranged hero.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's really
It's
cool.
like something you could do, and you could
Good
like
for
throw
heroes,
slows
man.
and stuff. Like it's a very interesting hero. It's like something that I haven't really seen done before in MOBAs yet.
Totally. I
it seems
agree.
really cool.
Yeah, he's one of the most unique heroes in Heroes right now, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
heroes in Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the more unique ones for sure, especially when it comes to support.
Mm-hmm.
Because supports so far have been kind of bread and butter, I think.
I guess
No.
Uther's cool. Uther's unique in his ways, right?
Uther is very standard, I think. I think he's probably one of the most standard ones.
But like that's the paladin-esque type
Yeah.
of healing. He's standard to the paladin,
Yeah, totally.
right? But he's a paladin in his own right. And Brightwing is kind of cool with his AOE style healing.
Yeah,
More
his
like in
AoE
the
style
area,
healing.
yeah?
Yeah,
Malfurion, I guess, is pretty standard. Is just literally like
it's like a
you
standard
cast a
druid
heal
thing.
on someone.
Yeah, like a lot of dots and stuff.
regrowth and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
It's like it's very flavorful. Like every hero is very flavorful to where they're coming from, what
Yeah.
they're supposed to be. Like they're doing a fantastic job with this game, man.
I think so, man.
every single patch, every single hero they add, like I'm happy with.
Mm.
Like there hasn't been something that
Yeah.
has I'm like, no, this doesn't
Yeah.
fit.
You guys pretty much always seem like satisfied customers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
No, they've been doing well with this, man.
Totally.
Yeah, and if they do poorly, then I would say like they're doing poorly with Overwatch. And
Yeah.
I'm saying it even though how much I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Totally.
it is what it is, man.
I've been praising Heroes since
Yeah.
the beginning of Heroes.
Yeah. No, not from the beginning of Heroes. Beginning of Heroes, I was totally hating it,
Oh
man.
no.
Because I was firmly playing Dota. And
Oh sure.
doing
I
all that
remember
stuff.
this now. Actually,
Yeah.
I was praising Heroes, and nobody was on that train yet.
Yeah.
So I was just made fun of.
What is Hearthstone anymore?
Yeah,
You know
fuck
what I
that.
mean?
No.
Yeah,
I
you guys
uninstalled
haven't
it.
even touched that, huh?
I uninstalled it
No.
off my phone.
I see you playing it from time to time.
No,
No?
no. Maybe I accidentally log in through my phone because I still have the phone app.
Oh, sure.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
I just not
Huh.
anymore. Since
Okay.
Gwent
Yeah,
took it.
Gwen took it, man.
Like they stole Life Coach. They stole me, dude.
Yeah,
Damn.
the
Yeah.
open beta. They got me with the open beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not even playing Gwen right now anymore. So card games are just whatever to me
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah,
I've had my fill with it too,
yeah,
man.
same here.
Like I played, yeah, man. I played like what 2-3 years of Hearthstone. I've spent way too much money in that than I'd like to admit, and I'm good.
I realized this actually the other day while playing Hand of Fate.
Oh shit, you've been playing?
Yeah,
Hand of
I played a little bit, but yet
Yeah.
it's still a card game. And then when I
Fate? It's
saw
different though. It's not really a card
it
game.
is, but what it was when I just saw cards on my screen again, like and
Yeah.
I
Dude,
just saw,
let me just
like,
tell you
damn,
this.
man.
PTSD.
yeah, cards everywhere,
Dude,
just cards. I
Let me
don't
just
want
tell you
cards.
this: it's hard to switch from a card game to a card game. Like
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm speaking from experience. It's only
Sure.
happened to me once, but
Sure.
it's hard. It's hard, man.
You gotta forget everything.
You literally fucking remember. I mean, you learned this entire database. You
Sure.
know, like this entire fucking like collection of cards, what they do, what they don't do,
Yeah.
and like you just like I wish I could just scrap that from my mind. Like it's just taking up
Learn a language
taking
instead.
up space right now. Yeah,
Yeah, learn an extra language.
something like that.
I learned Orcish. I learned Dwarvish, dude.
But yeah.
For Cosmodan.
Yeah, man. Learn Elvish so you can
No.
infiltrate the elves
Nah, I don't
and then take them out from within.
No, dude, that's some shady ass shit.
Is
That's some like elf level stuff, man.
it?
No, I don't.
Weren't
like
Weren't you a racist against elves?
That. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
I
racist
mean-
against everything that's not human, dwarf.
Oh, yeah,
Hobbits
that's
are
right.
okay.
You're always the paladin.
Like gnomes. Yeah.
I mean-
Humanoids, like
I mean the racist
human
paladin.
kind of things. I'm sorry.
I said I mean the racist paladin.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
that's
Archangel.
that means archetype.
Yeah,
Most paladins are racist, I think, in the fantasy world.
I mean I won't get into that.
dude. Like my philosophy for paladins.
Yeah.
Paladins aren't good, man. Like I don't see a
They're
paladin.
righteous.
They okay. Like they don't think that they're good. They know that they're good,
Yeah.
even if they're good or not.
Sure.
Like how I see paladins, like they're mostly just crazy. Like they
Yeah.
just have like a very set of beliefs that they stick to, regardless of what's happening.
If they're fanatics.
like they're very, yeah. But that's
Sure.
what a paladin is. They're
He-
fanatics.
he's like a fanatic, yeah. Like you could be a little more easygoing, I guess.
yeah, because
like
they're
have
religious too.
Split, yeah. You can have like split kind
Right?
of.
Yeah.
You might have loyalty towards the emperor of the land, let's say, as a paladin, but also have loyalty to your religion, right? Or have loyalty to some sort of like personal honor that you've learned
Yeah.
through your order. So you can have like diverse loyalties, and then sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Like I'm saying this because of Arwa's paladin character specifically.
okay.
He has loyalty towards the emperor of the land, but he also has loyalty towards his smithing and the smithing god because he's really
Okay.
into like iron
Wait, what
forging
the fuck
and
are you
stuff.
talking about? Are you talking about D&D?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I had no.
This was like ringing bells, and you're like, wait, this sounds familiar.
yeah, dude, I'm like,
you're in
what's he
this.
ta- what the
Maher's
hell is
in
he
this.
talking
Nice.
about?
His character's in this story. But yeah, Arwa, and he had to decide, like, does he want to go for a quest that appeals to his smith god, or does he want to go to a quest that appeals to the emperor?
Sure.
So he chose, like, the emperor. So which means, like, he had to make, like, some kind of, like, moral, ethical decision there as a paladin. So that can happen. It's hard.
Interesting.
It's hard for paladins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like how I play paladins is again, man. Like it depends. It
Sure.
depends if you're good or not, depending
guess.
on the given situation.
There's
like,
the opposite, too. The black guard, or which is, like...
yeah,
the
like fallen paladins.
fallen
I love
paladin.
that shit,
Yeah.
dude.
They
Yeah.
know they're bad.
Yeah.
Even if they're good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
They're
funny.
just out to like smite and just
Yeah.
to do terrible things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it might end up helping people, but whatever.
Smite? What's that? What's that game? That was a game, wasn't it?
Smite?
Oh,
Oh,
god, man.
shit.
Smite. Fuck,
Forget about it.
man.
No, sorry.
Maybe we should load up
sorry,
Smite
sorry.
again.
No, sorry, guys. Forget about that. Forget about Smite.
I actually, it was a few months ago. I loaded up Smite.
yeah.
There's like at least 15 new heroes.
Sure.
I had no idea what was going on,
Yeah, no.
and then I
Whatever. It was a
uninstalled
creative
immediately.
game. Yeah, it's a creative game for sure. I don't want to bash it or anything.
no bashing, but like
Yeah.
I'm over that too.
Yeah.
I never got into it to get over it.
One quick thing before we call it. There's another game, very Smite-like. It's a MOBA. It's called Gigantic.
What?
Have you guys heard of that?
No.
It's team-based. It's a MOBA, but there's no creeps. There's no lanes. There's no towers. You basically each side you have a gigantic. You have like some giant creature,
Sure.
and yeah, it's like basically an arena thing. You're fighting against the other team, and you're trying to feed your big guy and get him nice and strong, while they're trying to feed their big guy and get him nice and strong. And then eventually, the two gigantic creatures fighting against each other, and whoever wins wins.
What's it called? Gigantic?
Gigantic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I'll look
funny.
into it. I'll
Yeah.
probably.
And it has
Yeah.
a really cool art style, man. It's super stylized, very sleek. It looks nice.
Okay.
I'm not really sure about all the money, like how much it costs and free to play or what, but yeah.
Sure.
I saw that the other day and it piqued my interest.
Okay.
I feel like MOBAs are like a religion, dude. You just choose one and that's it. You pray to it.
No, actually,
you live by it.
I've gone around the block.
I know you've
with
gone
every
around. I mean,
single
some people
MOBA.
go around, dude.
Yeah,
some people go around. You eventually land on something. You know, that's what
Landed on
matters.
Heroes for now.
Yeah, Heroes of the Storm is gonna be my hometown.
For now. You never know. You never know what's going to come around.
Maybe.
Maybe
I
you
guess.
play some Gigantic and you're sold.
You're right.
Maybe you play Dota
never know.
again.
Maybe VR MOBA comes around.
Man. Fuck, man. VR MOBA should come around.
Something like that. Yeah.
I did try Dota in VR.
Oh, did you?
You can't play Dota,
You just
but you
watch,
could just like
spectate.
fly around and
That
stuff.
seems cool.
It's pretty
though.
It is
fun.
cool. Yeah. You get into like chat rooms with other people in VR, so you can like see their avatars flying around
Oh,
too.
shit.
That's weird.
Cool.
I like
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do like VR spectation at the next TI.
There has been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has been for the last TI.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like something they should do. That's pretty fun.
That's definitely something I would just pop into. Like, in
Yeah.
the final.
yeah,
to see what's
exactly.
happening and then
Using their own vibes,
yeah.
like double advertisement.
Oh man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, boys. How about we call it?
All right, let's do that.
Does this sound all right?
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
What else sounds all right?
Our
email?
Our email sounds pretty okay, which is mail@thenextlvl.com.
Man.
.com, you say?
.com.
.com.
Understood.
Indeed.
Very good.
Represent.
There we Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you so much.
Have a good night,
Josh,
guys.
thank you so much.
Thanks again, Josh.
All right. Let's
Peace
call it
out.
a day. Call it a night. Good night.
Good night.
You're gonna start with that, huh? Good for you. Dude.
Sweet.
Oh, the flies chill.
Can you show me, Josh? Camera, can you cut to me? You got to be on the ATEM software. All right. Yeah, airplane mode. And then
One more thing, Em. What was the name of the new PS4 game of the month that we were talking about?
fuck man, it was Until Dawn?
Until Dawn?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Is that a horror thing?
Is it a horror?
It's a horror game.
Do you know a decent?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
Do
it.
you know decent enough about? Like, should I bring it?
Enough to talk about it, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Wait, I think I know a lot about this. If it's what I'm thinking about, is it the
It's
one
like the
where
choose
you're,
your own adventure thing.
going through the story? Yeah, and then like if you do the wrong thing, the
Yeah.
things kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's great that you can talk about
yeah, I
it.
can
That's
talk
awesome.
about it.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
I'm about to start.
Whoa.
Oops! I killed my camera.
Oh,
Hold
that
on, hold on.
sucked.
Um,
Hold on.
so I think
You want me to go under there and lift it up?
I don't think it might not have fallen all the
fell.
way down. Did it fall all the way? Can one of you guys like snake it up?
I think Arg is snaking it up.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, well done.
Boy. So that was power actually. That should be. I think it's on my side. Yeah, it's on my side.
the one?
Can you hold the camera? And then there's an on button on the side. Are you recording all this? Perfect. Okay. And then you're gonna have to zoom in a tiny bit. So like up top. Let me sit down and then keep going up. Yeah, a little more. I think that's that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Cool. All right. Problem solved. Crisis averted.
How did that even happen?
As I think I just hit the power cord.
Yeah, your
Okay.
foot touched it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Hey there, hello. It's Wednesday, July 5th, and you're listening to the Next Level Podcast, episode 73. I'm Emin Bassavand. With me is the hungover. Let me go again. No, because I looked at John Danho because his name is here.
Oh, yeah.
The hungo,
that'll fuck you up.
I was like, what? That's John.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Much better.